I had a lot of opportunities present themselves coming from that trip I did a couple years back.
A Louisiana Tech student is still soaring high in the history books today. 2 years ago, he was the youngest person to fly around the world solo. Now he's taking on a new journey. NBC 10's Maya Hudgens catches up with him as he lifts off yet again. Maya?
Now, Mason made history almost 2 years ago, and his pilot adventures aren't over yet. He's moved to Alaska, where he's the youngest pilot for his company.
That was awesome. I've been waiting for that for a long time now.
That was in 2018, right after Mason Andrews landed in Monroe after becoming the youngest person to fly around the world solo. Now, almost 2 years later, he's flying a Piper PA-32 to Kodiak, Alaska, where he's a bush pilot. He flies passengers, hunters, and cargo to outlying villages.
It's extremely remote, and a lot of these places, air travel is really the only way they can get to and from their homes.
Andrews is now 20 years old and the youngest pilot at his company. Though being the youngest is nothing new to him, he says flying in Alaska is different than flying in Louisiana or even the countries he flew through in 2018.
I think that's what I like about it. It's just there's always a new challenge. It's always exciting, and I think that's where you have the most growth as a pilot.
Though sandstorms and Taiwanese fighter jets won't be a problem for Mason in Alaska, he says the challenges he faced on his 74-day mission shows that the sky isn't the limit for him.
Every day was something completely different, unexpected, and it usually wasn't the challenge that I was, expecting going into the day. I would be worried about one thing, and then it was something totally different that snuck up on me by the end of the flight.
As for Mason's world record, it hasn't been broken. However, that time could take flight soon.
Yeah, there's a couple people trying to break the record now, and I'm helping out one of them, and then the other one hasn't really reached out to me.
While he believes his world record will be broken in the next few years, he's excited to see young pilots chasing their dreams. Reporting in Monroe, I'm Maya Hudgens.